expecting someone else. I understand you were the one who succeeded where Constantine failed, but you cleared the mine of the infestation brought about by his incompetence. Here, your payment in full. If you plan on staying in Dry Wells, I have use for someone who can help me fix the mess I've returned to. Yes, I did. Very astute. As I mentioned, Dry Wells has been allowed to fester since my leave. Legionaries have become undisciplined, weak, lazy. I need to instill a reminder that just because we are not on the front line, I will not accept complacency among my troops. Seek out this cancer at its source. Start with Decanus Remus. See if you can dig anything up on him. After working alongside Constantine for so long, it's likely that the failures here are deep and must be pulled up by the root. What do you think? If there's a snake in your garden, what would you do to it? Try to reason with it, convince it not to bite you. If he is unloyal or has failed me, I will execute Remus, like all who have failed me before, and I will replace him with someone more competent. Good. I like the enthusiasm. Return to me when you've found something. Constantine is no longer here, and he is no longer a Centurion. You would be wise to remove him from your memory, as he no longer serves the Legion. Constantine's failures have let Dry Wells fester. I am sitting here on a rotting hill of carcasses, dead legionaries that he will answer for. It is none of your concern, but Constantine will soon be sentenced to death. His body will be put on display for all to see. It will serve as a reminder to the legionaries of what happens when you fail Caesar. It is no small feat, however, to sentence a Centurion to death. This process will take time, and I'll likely need to speak to Caesar personally. Caesar will review my claim and utter his final judgment, which will undoubtedly be death. So, the Dissolute wants to know who I am. I am Gaius Magnus, conqueror of the Burning Suns tribe, harbinger of Caesar's justice. Tribals and profligates alike fear my name, and all know it. As should you, one of the Dissolute. The Burning Suns were a tribe from south of here, far south. They live in a hellscape hotter than even Phoenix. I was set on a campaign to war against the southern tribes, and crush any opposition to Caesar's expansion. It was a long journey, and the lands were wild. My hardened veterans cleansed many small tribes, but the Burning Suns were our fiercest opposition. The Burning Suns were a strong people, accustomed to the heat and harshness of their land. I knew immediately they would be formidable warriors. Their strength lied in their worship of the sun. Our scouts learned that they believe it gave them strength, and preferred to fight at its peak. It makes sense, doesn't it? They were used to the scorching sun, so they fight better at the hottest part of the day. Nothing spiritual about it. It was easy enough after that. We conducted our raids at night and torched their outposts. They would learn to fear the night, fear the darkness. As our raids increased, they slept less. Their soldiers were deprived and weakened, while my veterans were trained in total war. I threatened their elders with annihilation, and they finally bent the knee, as most do eventually. I brought Caesar his 87th tribe on a silver platter, and I will bring him many more, Mars willing. This armor was forged in the heart of Arizona. The metal was pieced together from my vanquished enemies, a trophy fit for a future legate. Many of the armors from the Burning Suns veterans were melted down, reforged and repurposed into something new, something better. This armor represents the essence of the Legion, showing how we break down tribes and rebuild their remnants. We form them into a unified force of unparalleled strength, under the banner of the Bull. Caesar himself bestowed this armor upon me, as a symbol of his trust and a testament to my victories. Wale,